with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shaheed motioning right. From the 28. Fell on the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, here's McCarthy. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
McCarthy trying again on second down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Looking to tack on the point after. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Staying with Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
3rd down, it's Penix. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. Just took him too close to the boundary. We've got 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Vikings football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got Shaheed. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Slot man motioned over.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And they cannot be happy to have spent all 3 of theirs in this opening quarter. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. McCarthy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Taken in by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. pass is caught by Bell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Slot receiver headed left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
On the move, headed right. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. McCarthy looking to throw. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Penix on 1st down. Finds his target, Robinson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here. Penix here from the gun. I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
To the air, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
The conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Trying for it with Penix. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Escapes out to the left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he gets in, touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Looking slant route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Fell on the catch. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Back to the air, McCarthy. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. His running back holds it in deep right. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
On play action now, McCarthy. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Penix. Certainly. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, he put some heat on it. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons, 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll bring up a minute Minnesota first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Kate, remember playing tug-of-war way back when? Like elementary school, where you're just trying to move that rope an inch? Well, the offense and the fullback couldn't do it. Defense stood up and stopped it before it could get started.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Penix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. They send a man in motion. On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Has him running the comeback. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And again, it's Penix. The screen pass falls incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Looking to throw. Won't get this complete to Pitts. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Chased out to his right. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a 1st. From the red zone now. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Vikings 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. Looking deep down the middle. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Penix working from the gun. Getting out to his left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, around to Robinson. A lot of grass ahead. Inside the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's got a man left. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Forced out to his right. He's running with it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 46. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Here's McCarthy to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 24.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man motioned over. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Hits his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy throwing here. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within one score in the fourth. So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
He has it, and he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they take him down right along the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down.
From the shotgun, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running back sent in motion. He'll throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Now it's McCarthy. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings 8 points behind. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Robinson. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Oh, he nearly reeled that in, as close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow the lead now to 22 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That's good. For Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He's got it at the 6. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, we saw this before. Vikings offense out to try for 2.
The Vikings will
He's throwing for it. Chased out to his right. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. No time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. Well, still a risky call, but a little less so than normal given that field position. Wonder if that emboldened them to try it, partner, and in turn get the ball back successfully.
I think that's exactly what it did. Easier to stomach an onside attempt, to take that kind of risk with that field position. That penalty, boy, did it prove costlier than just the yardage. It ends up costing them a chance to possess the ball, too.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. A win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for two. Here he is to throw. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering two in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that Hands team, they were going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.